and appreciation to bring in our president and our mentor. So jam your hands together if you have hands, and we can also apply our chat box to send in the best appreciation and emoji to welcome our mentor, who is no other person than Ambassador Ango Soliu Dare. Thank you for coming today, and thank you for mentoring us every time. God bless you, sir. You can have the floor now, sir.
Thank you, Ambassador Adam Olariwaju Onogu. Thank you all. Good morning, champions and pro connector of Dream Life International. I believe you can all hear me loud and clear. If you can hear me loud and clear from wherever you are, can you indicate on the chat box? Let's know if I am flowing, if you can hear me, if you can see me. Good morning. Good morning to you all. All right. Thank you, Champion Oladipupo Ajibola, Champion Muhammad Abiodun Oloyin. All right, so let's go straight to the business of the day. Thank you all for being active on this platform. Thank you all for being committed to your individual dreams. Tẹ́ bá ti fẹ́ mọ àwọn tó máa ṣe àṣeyọrí nínú okòwò alásopọ̀ yìí, ẹ̀yin kàn kíyèsí ìhà tí wọ́n kọ sí business. Sáwọn tí wọ́n mú business lọ́kùnkúndùn ni, àbí àwọn tí wọ́n máa ń tán fọwọ́ tẹ̀tẹ̀rẹ̀ mú business. Once you see somebody who is very diligent in doing his business or her business every day, the person is always committed to attending training. They don't miss out on any training. That's how you know those who are eventually going to be the winner in the business, regardless of whatever challenge you are facing. Okay? It doesn't really matter if somebody right now is not making money. It doesn't really matter. What matters the most is that person's attitude to the business. If somebody is very passionate, very committed, very dedicated to doing his or her business, the person is always learning. The person is very hardworking. The person is struggling. In as much that the person has all of this attitude, and with all the hardship, with all the difficulties, the person is still very positive. He still attend training, he still meet with his leaders, he still maintain a good relationship with his business partners. That is how you know somebody who will eventually win. So I congratulate the 50 of you that are here right now. I congratulate you, those of you that are always committed to learning. Tí ẹ mọ́ dúró de pọ́n mọ́ rán yín létí. Mo kí wa kú oríire. Gẹ́gẹ́ bí training tí a ti ń bá bọ̀, you know, recently I started a new training with us that is titled Win Codes. Win Codes. Àwọn àṣírí bí èèyàn ṣe máa ń gbé igbá orókè. You remember? Àṣírí bí a ṣe máa ń gbé igbá orókè. How the successful people win. Bí àwọn aláṣeyọrí ṣe máa ń gbé igbá orókè. Àṣírí ẹ̀ ni à ń kọ́ra wa lọ́wọ́. And you don't want to miss out on any aspect. Make sure you are following everything I'm giving you on this new series. The last one, by God's grace, the last module that we did that is recorded, I'm going to post it on our YouTube channel. Once it is posted together with this one, make sure you go back there and watch it once again. The win codes, demystify. Win codes, demystify. Àwọn àdìtú yẹn, àwọn àṣírí yẹn ni à ń fọ́ fúnra wa. This is one of the trainees from our Millionaire School. So we are continuing that here. Ẹ̀yin tẹ́ bá ti láǹfààní láti attend the Millionaire School tá bẹ̀rẹ̀ mo bẹ̀rẹ̀ pẹ̀lú yín, mo kí wa kú oríire. Ẹ máa gbọ́ yékéyéké sí. For those of you who are just getting to learn this training for the first time, still pay adequate attention. Okay? Are you ready for the training? Don't forget, we have treated some aspects. You know, àwọn aspect tí a ti kọ́ ni pé ọ̀pọ̀lọpọ̀ àwọn èèyàn ní tí a máa ń rò jù lọ́pọ̀lọpọ̀ gbà ni tọ́lọ́run bá sowó fún mi, tọ́lọ́run bá fún mi lágbára, tọ́lọ́run bá fún mi ní okun àti agbára, tí mo bá lẹ́mìí àtàlàáfíà, tọ́lọ́run fún mi ní gbogbo resources tí mo fẹ́, nǹkan báyìí ni màá fowó dá lára, nǹkan báyìí ni màá ṣe dáadáa. We are always fantasizing about the great things we do with money if money is not the problem. But we don't always think of what can we learn when we fail. Nobody wants to think about failure. Kò sẹ́ni tó máa ń ronú pa pé tí mo bá rí níjàkulẹ̀ kí ni ẹ̀kọ́ tó máa kọ́ mi tí mo bá sọwọ́ nù, àbí tí mo bá pàdánù owó, àbí mo bá pàdánù nǹkan kankan níbi ìmọ̀ ṣe okòwò mi, kí ni ẹ̀kọ́ tí màá kọ́ ń bẹ̀. We don't look out for failure. Ọ̀pọ̀lọpọ̀ ẹ̀kọ́ dẹ̀ ń bẹ níbi ìjákulẹ̀ náà. Ọ̀pọ̀lọpọ̀ ẹ̀kọ́ ń bẹ níbi kéèyàn ní ṣòro, kéèyàn ní challenge, kéèyàn ní problem. Gẹ́gẹ́ bí mo ṣe sọ nínú àwọn kókó tí mo fẹ́ ká dì mú, anybody that join your business, anybody, I don't care the caliber of the person, anybody that joined your business that was excited in the beginning, and gradually the person started to lose its excitement and the person eventually quit your business. You know what? The person has faced certain challenges or problems and the person could not learn to live. In fact, the person may not even be able to handle it in the first instance. That person is not able to handle that challenge. And they could not learn to live with the result of the challenge, and they quit. So, tí a bá lè mọ prepare àwọn èèyàn wa, pàápàá jùlọ during one-on-one dream chat, pé ìṣòro ń bọ̀, challenge ń bọ̀. If you use that tool, our one-on-one leaflet, at the back, also fún wa nípa pé if you want to develop skills, it starts with you getting knowledge, then taking action on your knowledge. And the moment you begin to take action, challenges will occur. The challenge will occur. How many people have been trained to handle challenges? How many people have been prepared to embrace their problems, to think deeply or to attack their problem, to surmount their problem? How many people have been trained? How many people have mastered how to live with challenges or the result, the aftermath of solving problems? Òun ló fà tọ́pọ̀lọpọ̀ àwọn èèyàn fi máa ń pàdánù oríire, wọ́n á quit lójú ọ̀nà. Ọ̀pọ̀lọpọ̀ ló gbọ́ pé àwọn ológun máa ń sin ara wọn lọ́nà. Many people discourage themselves from negative talks. They cry over minor loss, which is just part of the process. It's not entirely the whole journey. And losses we have learned can make someone to be emotionally down and mentally defeated if care is not taken. Tẹ́yẹ̀ bá pàdánù nǹkan tí èèyàn ò bá múra, ó máa pọnmi síyàn lọ́kàn tó pé èèyàn nílé ṣègbìyànjú kankan mọ́, ó máa cripple ẹnìyẹn. Please be conscious to learn from your mistakes. Be conscious to learn how to handle problems. I will strongly recommend a book for you. Go and get that book and digest it. It is called Tough Time Never Lasts, but Tough People Do. Tough Time Never Lasts, but Tough People Do, by Robert H. Schuller. Robert Schuller. Ìwé yẹn dá gan is one of the oldest classics. Is in the same category with Think and Grow Rich. Robert Schuller is one of the veteran, American author and philosopher. Ó ti fún wa ní ẹ̀kọ́ nípa bó lẹ́yìn ṣe máa handle challenges, bó lẹ́yìn ṣe máa handle problems. Equip yourself with the knowledge from that book and immune your success line too against the dangers of facing challenges or facing downtime. Àwọn àjító àti kọ́ síwájú nínú rẹ̀ ni pé ẹni àkọ́kọ́ ọbẹ̀ ni pé ẹni tó bá fẹ́ ṣàṣeyọrí o nínú ayé, nínú okòwò alásopọ̀ yìí, ẹni yẹn gbọ́dọ̀ mọ bó ni wọ́n ṣe ń ní ẹ̀mí ìrẹ̀lẹ̀, èyàn gbọ́dọ̀ kọ́ ẹ̀mí ìrẹ̀lẹ̀, ó gbọ́dọ̀ jẹ́ra rẹ̀ nípa láti rẹ ẹ̀mí ara rẹ̀ sílẹ̀, láti rẹ ìyẹ́ apá rẹ̀ sílẹ̀, kò gbọ́dọ̀ mọ ṣègbéraga. For those of you that have elements of proudness in you and you want to be great in this business and in life generally, you must cultivate humility. It is the spirit of learning. Ẹni tí ò bá ní humility, tí ò bá ní ẹ̀mí ìrẹ̀lẹ̀ ò lè kẹ́kọ̀ọ́. Ẹni tí ò bá sì lè kẹ́kọ̀ọ́ kò lè ṣàṣeyọrí. Wọ́n ní ìgbéraga ló ń síwájú ìparun. Ara nǹkan tá a ti kọ́ síwájú nìyẹn. Bákan náà, a ti kọ́ pé you must learn to face reality. You must learn to face reality. It's the foundation of learning. Ara àwọn reality tó dájú tí gbogbo wa tí a gbọ́dọ̀ mọ̀ òun ni pé kò sẹ́ni tí ẹ face challenge. Kò sí bó ṣe fẹ́ sá fún challenge. Àkọ́kọ́ náà kò sí bó ṣe fẹ́ sá fún challenge. Ọ̀rọ̀ Ọlọ́run ni. Ọlọ́run sọ pé dandan ni o. Life is difficult. Life is hard. Ọlọ́run lóhun dá wa sínú struggle ni. Are we together? Life is difficult, life is hard. Lakad khalaqna al-insana fi kabadin. Indeed, we have created man into hardship. Are we learning? So, these are part of what we have learned so far. Don't expect your journey to be smooth in life or true. Gbogbo ẹni tó bá fẹ́ ṣàṣeyọrí nínú ayé, ó gbọ́dọ̀ mọ ọ̀ràn kan pé from time to time you face challenges. Ọlọ́run gan sọ pé inú challenge lòun dá wa sí, inú struggle lòun dá wa sí. Ó tún wá ní yàtọ̀ sí yẹn gan, òun tún máa dán wa wò. Káwọn yẹn máa sọ pé nítorí pé bẹ́ẹ̀ wọ́n ti sọ pé òun gbàgbọ́, àwọn gbàgbọ́ nípa òun ni máa dán wọn wò. Okay? So part of realities of life is that life is hard, life is difficult, poverty is hard. Being rich is also hard. You have to choose your own hard. Àti ìyà olòṣì kò rọrùn rárá. Àti di olówó náà ò rọrùn. Ẹ jọ̀ọ́ èwo ló wá better? Which one will you prefer? Àti ìyà olòṣì ó ṣòro kò rọrùn. Àti ìyà olówó náà ó ṣòro kò rọrùn. Ìṣòro èwo ni wọ́n wá fẹ́ mú nínú méjèèjì? Which one will you prefer? Will you prefer to choose the difficult life of prosperity or the difficult life of poverty? So everyone face challenges. Nobody is exempted. Challenges yìí kàn lágbára jura wọn lọ ni. Àwọn realities tí a ti kọ́ nìyẹn so far. Okay, so this is where we stopped the last time. Prosperity, of course, is better. Thank you, Pro Abiodun Oloyin, for really following. Yes. Pro Farouk Alagbara say, I'm ready to face the difficulty of prosperity. Yes. Ó better kẹ́yìn face ìṣòro lówó. Kẹ́yìn face gbogbo ìpèníjà tí ń bẹ níbi kéèyàn dolówó. Ẹni tí ó bá dolówó, ara yóò wẹnu sí la, ara yóò kàn lábùkù. Kò sí tí wọn ò ní sọ nípa rẹ̀ nígbà tó o bá ń struggle lọ́wọ́. Tó bá tún wá make owó yẹn tán, àwọn èèyàn tún máa sọ ọ̀pọ̀lọpọ̀ nípa rẹ̀ pé kí ni ọkàn wà lucky níjàre. ìjọ táwa ti ń ṣe bísínẹ́sì njó lọ bẹ̀rẹ̀ bísínẹ́sì ọkàn wà lọ́nkàn kẹ́ lásán ọkàn ṣe bísínẹ́sì kan súẹ́súẹ́ ọkàn blow ni wọ́n máa wò pé súẹ́súẹ́ mọ iye ọdún tí a ti ń jẹ mí bọ̀ they don't care. In fact, some people tó bá tẹ̀ sọ fún ọ pé wà lucky ló ṣe make it gan, then thank your God you are very lucky. Some people even say pé sógun owó ni wọn ò ní sọ pé ó ṣiṣẹ́ ọlọ́run wá kẹ́ ní díẹ̀ wọ́n lè lọ sógun owó ni. Okay, so this is where we are going to forge ahead in today's training. Are we ready? Are we ready? If you are ready, type I'm ready. Can you hear me? So now the first one, lẹ́yìn bàtà ti accept reality yìí tán ipe ayé yìí iṣẹ́ ń bẹ ń bẹ èyàn ó ṣe kó tó jẹ ni. You understand? You don't just hope to get rich without working hard, without struggling. Okay? Wọ́n ní yàtọ̀ sí pé ìṣòro ti wà ń bẹ already. Gbogbo ẹni tí ó bá tún wá ń ran kàn àti make ẹ̀ láì ṣiṣẹ́ irú ẹni báyẹn for example ó tún máa jẹ́ kí ayé ṣòro sí fóun ni. You getting it? So don't make life harder for yourself. Don't make life harder for yourself. Life is more difficult for those who stop growing and learning. Tó bá ti rí àwọn tí wọ́n ti gbàgbọ́ pé àwọn ti kẹ́kọ̀ọ́ tán, àwọn ò lẹ́kọ̀ọ́ kankan táwọn fẹ́ kọ́ mọ́, irú wọn báyẹn life will be more difficult for them. So if you don't want life to be more difficult for you, please pay attention. You must always learn. You must always learn. Gbogbo ẹni tẹ́ bá rí pé ó ga lónìí, ìmọ̀ tọ́lọ́run bá fún wọn tó fà àlùbáríkà sí ló gbé wọn débẹ̀. Èèyàn ń fi àìmọ̀kànmọ̀kàn dókè. Èèyàn lè fi àìmọ̀kàn dókè. Ọlọ́run ọba ò fi àìmọ̀kàn yínra rẹ̀. So tọ́lọ́run bá ń ẹni tó bá tó ya àgọ̀ tí ò gbọ́n tí ò ní làákàyè tí ò dá kankan mọ̀ tọ́lọ́run bá wá ń gbèrú wọn sókè, Ọlọ́run bá encourage àìmọ̀kan nìyẹn. So life is more difficult for those who stop growing and learning. Gbogbo ẹni tí ò bá ti máa farabalẹ̀ kẹ́kọ̀ọ́. Are we together? Ẹni tí ò bá ti máa kẹ́kọ̀ọ́, tí ò bá ti máa dàgbà sí ní lọ́gbọ́n, lóye, lọ́pọlọ, kó mọ consciously gúra ara rẹ̀. Irú ẹni báyọ̀ life more difficult fún wọn sí ni. Bákan náà, life is more difficult for those who don't think effectively. Àwọn tí wọ́n èrò ní jinlẹ̀, wọ́n ní ilé ayé ọmọ lè sí fún wọn. Because for every challenge that you are facing in life, there is a solution within you. Gbogbo ọ̀nà tá máa gbé gbà tá fi kojú ìṣòro tá bá ń face, gbogbo Ọlọ́run bá ti ṣe fún wa. But you have to discover those solutions within yourself. You have to think. Ó gbọ́dọ̀ jẹ́ ẹni tó ń ronú. Téèyàn bá ti lè máa ronú dáadáa. No. Only life máa difficult fún ẹni bẹ́ẹ̀ ni. Life is more difficult for those who don't face reality. Gbogbo àwọn tó bá ti gba òdodo gbọ́, tí wọ́n bá ti gba òkodoro gbọ́. Ìyàtọ̀ ń bẹ láàrin truth and reality, which is òótọ́ àti òkodoro. Òkodoro ni reality. Òkodoro nínú àwọn òkodoro tí ń bẹ lónìí ṣe pé alẹ́ ni tí ó bá jẹ yóò kọ́kọ́ ṣe ná. Ẹni tí ó bá lówó kò gbọ́dọ̀ dáṣẹ́ ṣe. Ẹni tí ó bá dọlọ́rọ̀ ó gbọ́dọ̀ ní sùúrù, ó gbọ́dọ̀ wà patient, yóò láfaradà, yóò jẹ̀yà. Kò sí bó ṣe fẹ́ ṣe wàá struggle, wàá face challenges. There are realities of life. Tó bá ti wá ní òní gba reality yẹn, ìpè àníṣe òun máa retí oore Ọlọ́run láì ṣe kankan ni, tó òun lè ta tẹ́tẹ́ kó òun yí tiẹ̀, ẹnìkan lè dépò lálá kó wá gbowó lálá fún un. Gbogbo àwọn tó máa ń ronú báyìí, they are one of those who are not facing realities, and life will be more difficult for them. Life is more difficult for those who are slow to make proper adjustments. Those who are slow to make proper adjustments. Gbogbo àwọn tí ìmọ̀ ti wá dé bá wọn, wọ́n ti mọ òótọ́ ìpè iṣẹ́ ọmọ aláṣẹ jẹ, òwò ọmọ aláṣẹ là. Síbẹ̀síbẹ̀ náà, ọ̀lẹ ò wá jẹ́ kí wọ́n lè adjust ara wọn, kí wọ́n wá ìrìnkúrìn ẹsẹ̀ ara wọn, kí wọ́n wá kinní kan kí wọ́n máa ṣekún iṣẹ́ ìjọba àbí iṣẹ́ aládàáni tí wọ́n ń ṣe yẹn, àbí kí wọ́n máa fọwọ́ tẹtẹrẹ wá mú òwò tí ó sọ wọ́n di ọlọ́rọ̀ yẹn. Ìyẹn ni wọ́n máa wá excuse fún. They always have excuses for not doing their personal business. But when it comes to somebody else's business, where they get paid, where they get steady, guaranteed salary, they don't give themselves any excuse there. They are not ready to adjust. They are not ready to work extra. Then, that kind of people, life will be more difficult for them. I have an announcement I'm going to make at the end of today's training. Let somebody remind me. That announcement, the moment I make that announcement, it will definitely need some people to adjust themselves. People will need to adjust themselves to be able to benefit from that new development. And if they can adjust to that new development, life will become easier for them. But unfortunately, some people can never learn. They can never change. They find it difficult to adjust, to make proper adjustments, or they are very slow in making adjustments when they need be. And that kind of people, life will always be more difficult for them. So once there is a new reality that needs an adjustment, always be swift in your adjustments. Má jẹ́ni tí ó máa fà kó tó yíra padà, kó tó ṣe àtúnṣe tí ìgbésí ayé rẹ̀ bá gbà. For example, ìwọ yìí kan ló ti ń gba full salary tẹ́lẹ̀. At a time, ibi iṣẹ́ rẹ̀ wọ́n bẹ̀rẹ̀ sí san half salary fún àbí wọ́n bẹ̀rẹ̀ sí jẹ lówó. Wisdom demands that you sit down and think, what are certain lifestyle tí mo máa ń ṣe tẹ́lẹ̀ tí mo ní láti cut? Kí ni àwọn expenses tí mo máa ń ṣe tẹ́lẹ̀ tí mo ní láti reduce, tí mi ò bá fẹ́ jẹ gbèsè, tí mi ò bá fẹ́ fúnra mi ní problem? But some people, even though their source of income has reduced in its capacity, their income size has reduced or it has become epileptic, they will still never adjust in their lifestyle, in their spending lifestyle. Kò ní lè mójú kúrò níbi àwọn ìnákúnà tó máa ń ṣe tẹ́lẹ̀ yẹn, kó wá wò pé eléyìí àmọ́ gbọ́dọ̀ pàtì fúngbà díẹ̀ títí tí nǹkan tó fi ṣe dáadáa padà. Irú ẹni báyẹn wọ́n ní life máa difficult sí fún wọn ni. Are you learning? Life is more difficult for those who don't respond correctly to challenges. Gbogbo ẹni tí ò bá ti lè mọ respond sí àwọn àdójúkọ tó bá ń face, irú ẹni báyẹn wọ́n ní life will be more difficult for them. O lè respond. Tí nǹkan bá ṣe ń lọ, wọ́n ní bẹ́ẹ̀ bá ṣe ń fò, lẹ́yìn ṣe máa ń dúkò rẹ̀. Bí nǹkan bá ṣe ń lọ, lẹ́yìn ṣe máa ń tọ̀. Ara àwọn challenges of this country right now ni pé kò síṣẹ́ níta. It is no longer news. Ó ti kó oníròyìn tuntun ni pé kò sí tẹ́ńtà. Kálukú ti mọ̀ pé kò síṣẹ́. Ìjọba gan ti jáde wọ́n sọ pé ẹ má retí iṣẹ́ lọ́dọ̀ wa mọ́ o. Àti ní state ni o, àti local àti government ni o, local government àti federal government ni o, ẹ má retí iṣẹ́ lọ́dọ̀ wa o. Gbogbo yẹn tètè lọ wá rìn kúnrin ẹsẹ̀ yín o. Ẹ má wá nǹkan tẹ́ mọ̀ ṣe sí o. Gbèsè làwọn gbà táwọn fi ń sanwó oṣù látijọ́ yìí o. Síbẹ̀síbẹ̀ ọ̀pọ̀lọpọ̀ àwọn òbí dòní àárọ̀ yìí ọpọlọ wọn ò sọjí. Ọpọlọ wọn ò sọ fún wọn pé báwọn ṣe ń kọjú àmọ́ àwọn sí ẹ̀kọ́ lásán, ẹ̀kọ́ ìwé lásán, báwọn ò ṣe máa síjú wọn sí òwò. Nǹkan tí ò dá ní lóde òní, gbogbo òbí tó bá ń rán ọmọ lọ iléèwé lónìí tí wọ́n ń sọ fọ́mọ rẹ̀ pé wá iléèwé nìkan ni mo rán ẹ lọ o. Mi ò ní kó lọ kọ́ bísínẹ́sì o, mi ò ní kó mọ ṣe bísínẹ́sì o, kọjúmọ́wé rẹ̀ lásán, kó jáde kó gba sàtífíkẹ́tì gidi, kó jáde kó wálé wáṣẹ́. Òbí yẹn ó ti ń bayé ọmọ rẹ̀ jẹ́, ó ti ń bayé ọmọ rẹ̀ jẹ́. Ibi ọ̀nà tó ti di òkú ọ̀nà tó ti di ló ń prepare ọmọ rẹ̀ fún, ó prepare ọmọ rẹ̀ fún ọ̀la tó sunwọ̀n. So it's a challenge. The challenge we have facing in our world today is that there is high level of unemployment tó fi dé America because technology ti improve. Ó ti gba iṣẹ́ lọ́pọ̀lọpọ̀ àwọn èèyàn. Gbogbo nǹkan táwọn èèyàn máa ń fọwọ́ ṣe níjọ́hun. Gbogbo ẹ̀ ni technology ó ti ń ṣe nísìn. Ẹ jẹ́ kí n tì kan sí wa. Láyé ìjọ́hun, do you know pé our grandmothers and mostly our grandmothers, in táwọn grandmother wa fi ń jẹun, some of them wọ́n máa ń bá àwọn tí wọ́n ń hun sọ òfì, wọ́n máa ń bá wọn ká òwú ni sí ṣé àṣàkọ́ ni wọ́n ń pè. Wọ́n máa ń ká òwú síbi kíní tá máa fi ń wa kẹ̀kẹ́ yẹn, ó ti gbàgbé tó máa ń pò kọ kíní yẹn. Wọ́n máa ń bá wọn ká òwú pẹ̀lú kọkọgún. Àwọn olùkọ́ wọn máa fi ká òwú nínú ilé. Àwọn ọkùnrin ló máa sábà ṣe yẹn. Àwọn obìnrin ó ní èyí tó máa ń fi kíní pákó kan báyìí tó máa ń wà ní báyìí tó máa fi àwọn ká òwú tó fi hun sọ. Kéèyàn wá jókòó lóde òní kó ní nǹkan tó ń fẹ́ máa ṣe nìyẹn. As of that time tó máa ń kó iṣẹ́ yẹn wá ó máa ń pọ̀ nítorí pé ọ̀nà tó ń gbà ṣe kò wá speedy. Àmọ́ gbà tó yá machine ti wà tí wọ́n fi ń ṣe kíní yẹn láàrin ìṣẹ́jú méjì ó ti ká kíní àṣà yẹn ó ti kún. I don't know whether anybody here can relate with that. Akọ. That can't really. Ẹ ṣáà ti mọ nǹkan tí mò ń sọ ṣá. Akao, yes. What about Akao also? Yes. So, technology to improve. Technology to improve. So, challenges. Tí challenge bá ti dé, èyàn gbọ́dọ̀ respond sí ni. Okay, right now. Kéèyàn ní pé fóònù pálásà. 3310 náà ló wọ́n mọ lòdò ní àárọ̀ yìí. Ṣé ẹni báyìí lè kópa nínú training tẹ́ ń gbọ́ lọ́wọ́lọ́wọ́ báyìí? Gbogbo ẹ̀yin tẹ́ ń gbọ́ mi lọ́wọ́ báyìí, tẹ́ ẹ wà ní kọ̀rọ̀ yàrá yín àbí tẹ́ ẹ wà lẹ́niwẹ̀ tẹ́ ń learn. It is because you are able to embrace the changes. You embrace the new status quo. You face the challenge of getting yourself an Android phone. That is why you are able to benefit from what is going on right now. So those who stop learning and growing, life will be more difficult for them. Those who cannot think deep effectively, life will be more difficult for them. So make it a point of duty to always sit down and think about your life and realities of life and how to move forward. Life will be more difficult for those who cannot face reality of life. Life will be more difficult for those who are slow in making proper adjustment. And life will be more difficult for those who cannot respond correctly to challenges. Code number 3, and that's where I'm going to round up for today. Kókó ẹlẹ́ẹ̀kẹta fún àwọn tó bá fẹ́ ṣe àṣeyọrí, for those that wants to win, you must learn to accept responsibility. Number 1 say you have to form the habit of humility. And number 2 say you have to face reality. And this one say you have to accept responsibility. Is the first step to learning. Accepting responsibility. Responsibility is the most important ability a person can possess. Responsibility is the most important ability a person can possess. Responsibility is the most important ability a person can possess. Gbogbo ẹni tí ó bá ti ní ẹ̀mí ìṣe, ẹni yóò kó láròbó. Ẹni tí ẹ bá ti mú ẹ̀mí ìmójútó ọ̀rọ̀ ìgbésí ayé ara rẹ̀, irú ẹni bẹ́ẹ̀ ò lè ṣàṣeyọrí. Anybody who is not responsible can never win. Those who are always waiting for people to spoon feed them, people to pay their bills, people to do things for them, they can never become successful in life. Go and look for every person that are successful, every winners that you know today, they are responsible. Wọ́n wúlò fún orí ara wọn ni, wọ́n wúlò fún àwùjọ ni, wọ́n wúlò fún ọmọlàkejì ni. Gbogbo ẹni tí ò bá ti láǹfààní kan tó fẹ́ ṣe fẹ́rí ara rẹ̀, dípò pé ó ṣe fún ọmọlàkejì, wọ́n ní ẹ lọ kọ́ kalẹ̀ irú ẹni bẹ́ẹ̀ láyé kò lè ṣàṣeyọrí. Responsibility is the price for greatness. Wọ́n máa ń wẹ̀ fún nígbà tó wà láti kékeré, kọ́ mọ wẹ̀ fún ọmọ kan láti kékeré, kọ́ mọ fọnu fún láti kékeré, kọ́ mọ bá fọṣọ láti kékeré, kírú ọmọ báyẹn kó wá ní àwọn òbí òun náà ni wọ́n mọ fọnu lọ fún un, àwọn òbí òun ni wọ́n mọ wẹ̀ fún un, ni wọ́n mọ wọṣọ fún un, àwọn òbí òun ni wọ́n mọ ṣe gbogbo nǹkan fún un. Ẹ rí páyé ọmọ yẹn ti bàjẹ́. Ó wá dọmọ ọdún 7, ọdún 10, ọdún 15, ó yàn wá gbẹnu kalẹ̀ wọ́n yìí ń fọnu fún báyìí. Ayé rẹ̀ ti bàjẹ́. Ọdún 7 gan kátà tó bá ti ń dọba ọdún 4, 5, wọ́n yìí ń fọnu fọ́mọ. Òbí yẹn ti ń ba ayé ọmọ yẹn jẹ́ lọ. So bó ṣe wà níbi iṣẹ́ ìtọ́jú ara tá fi ṣe àkàwé yìí nísìn, gẹ́gẹ́ bẹ́ẹ̀ náà ló wà níbi iṣẹ́ ìtọ́jú ìnáwó ara. Àwọn òbí rẹ ló ń fún ẹ lóúnjẹ, àwọn òbí rẹ ló ń dáṣọ sí ọlọ́run nígbà tó wà ń kékeré. O tún wá pọ́mọ ọdún 15, o pọ́mọ ọdún 18, o pọ́mọ 20 ọdún. Àwọn òbí rẹ ló ń fún ẹ nílé tó ń gbé, àwọn ni wọ́n dáàbò bò ẹ́, wọ́n bú ẹ láṣìírí o mọ́ sùta. O tún wá dàgbà débi pé o pọ́mọ 20 ọdún, o pé 25 years, 30 years. Your parents are still feeding you. Your parents are still clothing you. They are giving you shelter. Wọ́n yìí ń fún ẹ lówó oúnjẹ, ọmọ 20 ọdún ń gbowó jẹ. Ayé ó tọ̀hún ti bàjẹ́ o. Kò lè ṣàṣeyọrí láyé. Wàá já ara rẹ kó, kódà táwọn òbí rẹ bá rẹ́dì láti máa ṣe fún ọ. Even if you have somebody who is willing to continue to do that, you take yourself out. Say, no, let me go and hustle for myself. Let me go and fight. Let me go and face reality of life. Let me learn to fend for myself. If you can never fend for yourself, how do you hope to fend to somebody? That is why many youth today can never be able to get married, because they have not been able to fend for themselves. How much more of ability to fend for their partner? Mo ti rọ́kùnrin kan tó rí ìyàwó gidi, ìyàwó àfẹ́sọ́nà tó lè fẹ́ sílé, ọmọ tó lẹ́kọ̀ọ́ tó lẹ́sìn tó lè fẹ́ sílé. Problem tó ní pẹ̀lú gẹ́ẹ̀ ni pé ó ti ń béèrè owó recharge card jù. Ẹ̀bùn ògbà ẹ̀mọ́ ni kóhun send òun ní credit. Ó sì torí ẹ̀ bá ọmọ yẹn jà, wọ́n dẹ̀ túká. Ordinary recharge card of 100 naira, 200 naira. The person is not responsible enough to provide for his girlfriend. Ìyàwó àfẹ́sọ́nà kò lè ra recharge card fún. Sẹ́ni ẹni wàá fún yàn lóúnjẹ. Be responsible. If you want to win in life, be responsible. Time tí mo ń sọ yìí kò sẹ́ni kankan tó máa ń ra káàdì 500 naira o. Káàdì 500 gan ò tẹ̀ sí. Bí 200, 100, 200 náà tó bá fẹ́ ra oní 500 wàá ra méjì oní 200 ni. For you to imagine, that person cannot afford to buy recharge cards. So that kind of person can never be able to feed a future partner. So for that reason, you can never be able to get married and live a responsible life. Meanwhile, àdìsí ànábì kan sọ pé ìmọ̀ ní ẹbí kéèyàn ní family tiẹ̀ gan ìdajì ẹ̀sìn ni. If you have a family and be able to take care of your family, it's like you have gained ìdajì ládá tó yẹ kó get nínú ẹ̀sìn rẹ. So if you don't take responsibility, you give up control of your life, then you are not in control. Somebody else will be controlling your life. Be responsible for your life. Let me emphasize on this last one I gave you. If you don't take responsibility, you give up control of your life. Gbogbo ẹni tí ò bá ti ní agbára láti lè ṣe ìgbìyànjú débi pé ìgbìyànjú rẹ̀ yóò wá jẹ́ kó lè lówó sí. Tó bá fẹ́ lówó sí á gbìyànjú sí. Tó bá ti ń gbìyànjú sí bẹ́ẹ̀ náà ló ṣe máa lówó sí. Gbogbo ẹni tí ò bá wà in charge of his source of sustenance, kò wà in charge tí ò ní òwò ara rẹ̀ tó ń ṣe. Kéèyàn máa ṣiṣẹ́ sí yẹn ṣe ẹ̀ṣẹ̀ o. Kìí ṣẹ̀ṣẹ̀. You can be working for somebody, you can be working for government, but make sure you have your own side business. Make sure you have another business of your own that you are doing, that you are in total control of. Otherwise, then you are not in control of your life. Somebody else, somewhere is controlling your life, and you can never win that way. Make sure you have a business of your own. Take responsibility for your life, actions, even mistakes. You're definitely going to make mistakes. And when you make mistakes, own that your mistake. Don't blame somebody else for your mistakes. It's one of the irresponsible life. Kéèyàn máa blame ẹni ẹlẹ́ni fún àwọn àṣìṣe téèyàn bá ṣe. Be responsible for your mistakes. Be responsible for your growth. That helps you to learn and win. It helps you to learn and win. Okay? To round up, when people don't take responsibility, they develop victim mentality. A victim mindset causes people to focus on what they cannot do instead of what they can do. Gbogbo ẹni tẹ́ bá ti rí tí ò bá ti wà responsible, tí ò lè mójútó ọ̀rọ̀ gbésí ayé ara rẹ̀, tí ò ní àǹfààní kan tó ń ṣe fórí ara rẹ̀, àwọn èèyàn ló ń dáṣọ bò, àwọn èèyàn ló ń pèsè fún, àbí ìjọba ló ń ṣe gbogbo ẹ̀ fún, irú ẹni báyẹn wọ́n máa ń ní victim mentality. Please type victim mentality on the chat box. I want you to hold on that phrase. Victim mentality. Victim mentality. I want you to learn that powerful nugget. Victim mentality. Victim mentality ni kéèyàn máa believe pé lágbájá ló ṣeun. Ní òjò kóhun lówó lọ́wọ́. Làkàṣègbè ló fà. Ní òjò kíyàwó òun dúró, tíyàwó òun fi sá lọ. Àwọn olórí ibú ló lé ìyàwó òun lọ. Àwọn ọ̀rẹ́ kọ́rẹ́ tó ti ń kó kiri, àwọn ni wọ́n lé kó ń lé. Tí wọ́n náà bá dúró dáadáa ní tó bá wà pa ni kò sẹ́ni tí ó lé ìyàwó rẹ̀ lọ. Ó tí ìríbi tó ti máa ń kó ẹrù obìnrin síta báyìí, yóò sì máa fọ ara rẹ̀ kó sínú ilé padà yìí pé láyé òun ọ̀lẹ́ anywhere. Ọkọ tó wà responsible nìyẹn. Ọkùnrin tó bá wà responsible tó máa ń kó ẹrù rẹ̀ ìyàwó rẹ̀ jáde báyìí, ìyàwó ọmọ fọ ara rẹ̀ kó sínú ilé padà pé òun ọ̀lẹ́ anywhere ṣe. So when people are blaming people pé lágbájá ní í ṣeun, làkàṣègbè ní í ṣeun, ìjọba tí ì bá ṣe ìjọba Nàìjíríà rádaràda, Ọlọ́run bless wa ní Nàìjíríà now, alépo, a ní igbá, aláwo, a ní bitumen, a ní kíní, ìyà dẹ̀ ń jà wọ́n, ká ní pé Nàìjíríà bá ń pín owó yẹn ni. Those are people with victim mentality. Àwọn tí wọ́n ń retí ìjọba láti lè ṣe dáadáa fáwọn káwọn tó lè ṣàṣeyọrí. That kind of person can never succeed in life. Victim mentality, victim mindset. kí wọ́n ti fẹ́ káwọn ṣe, àwọn ti lọ léèwé, àwọn ti kàwé já, àwọn ti ní certificate, ká ní ìjọba bá provide iṣẹ́ ni. Ìwọ ọ̀pọ̀lọpọ̀ àwọn tí wọ́n kàwé rárá tí wọ́n dẹ̀ ń dolówó tí wọ́n ń pe àwọn tí wọ́n kàwé tí wọ́n ń pè wọ́n ránṣẹ́. Ìwọ ò ṣe lè dàbí àwọn yẹn. That is victim mentality. Victim mentality. Wàhálà ọ̀gá mi ló ti pọ̀ jù, kì í fún mi láyè rárá. Kódà ìjọ Saturday tó yẹ kí n máa fi ṣe business mi, ọ̀gá mi ó tún máa pè mí, yóò tún máa fún mi assignment. Even Sunday yẹn nìkan náà mo fi ń fọṣọ. Àwọn ọmọ mi gan wàhálà wọn pọ̀, wọn ò ní àwọn ọmọ yẹn kò sí kan tán lè dá ṣe. Èmi náà ni màá bá wọn ṣe kíní Sunday, èmi náà máa ṣe. That is victim mentality. You are playing a role of a victim. You are a victim to your boss. You are saying you are a victim to your boss and a victim to your children. Stop playing victim mentality. Stop blaming people for what is not good in your life. Take responsibility. Be responsible for your own life. Business in about in victim mentality. You are playing the victim of distance. So distance alone control ọ̀nà bó ṣe dolówó bó ṣe dọlọ́rọ̀ o ti rí náà rí bẹ̀ tán ọwá nílé rẹ ló jìnnà ni ọ̀gá rẹ ló burú ni àwọn ọmọ rẹ ni ò ṣiṣẹ́ ni àwọn ọmọ rẹ ni ò gbẹ̀kọ́ ni àwọn ọmọ rẹ ni ò dúró déédéé ni ọkọ rẹ ni ìyàwó rẹ ni disturb rẹ ni gbogbo àwọn tó ń blame fún gbèsè ayé rẹ yẹ. That is victim mentality. Stop playing the role of a victim. Start playing the role of a victor. Be a victor. Stop being a victim. When people don't take responsibility, they have an unrealistic perspective of how life works. Instead of asking why things happen, they ask how things work. People that are successful. So when people don't take responsibility, they have an unrealistic perspective of how life works. Kàkà tó fi máa béèrè pé kí ló dé tí nǹkan fi wá rí báyìí. Béèrè pé báwo ni nǹkan ṣe ń ṣiṣẹ́ gan? Báwo ni nǹkan ṣe máa ń ṣe bó ṣe rí báwo ló ṣe máa ń ṣiṣẹ́? Ask for how things work instead of asking for why things happen. Are we learning? Ara àwọn unrealistic perspective tó ń fìyà jẹ àwọn èèyàn nígboro lónìí òun ni káwọn èèyàn má fẹ́ ṣe kí wọ́n tó jẹ. Àwọn èèyàn fẹ́ máa jókòó gbélé pawó láì nímọ̀ kankan. Mo ti ráfà kan tó sọ fún mi jọ́ kan ní mo ní ẹ wá ṣe bísínẹ́sì ẹ wá learn bísínẹ́sì kẹ́ fi kún bísí àfà yín ẹ mọ wá sí ṣe lóòótọ́ ẹ ń kọ́ àwọn ọmọ ń kéwú bọ́t kò tó yín jẹ ẹ fi bísínẹ́sì yìí kún ní ibi táwọn bá sí àfà àwọn dé nísìnyí àwọn káwọn jókòó sílé kọ́ mọ́ gbé wá ni. This is more than 8 years now. Wọn ò tí gbé wá fún dòní o. Ìyá yìí jẹ́. Ọlọ́run jẹ́ kẹ́ni yẹn padà fàfàkúgbà tí ó yí lórí. That is unrealistic perspective about life. Òun retí kí wọ́n gbé wá. Kí ni wọ́n fẹ́ gbé wá? Gbé kí ni wá? Unrealistic perspective. Òun ni kéèyàn máa wá owó ọ̀fẹ́ káàkiri. Kéèyàn máa retí kóhun ewó Fúlàní kéde àwọn Fúlàní ègbówó lọ báǹkì ẹlòmíì ṣe máa ń ronú nìyẹn o níbi tí ọpọlọ ẹlòmíì yòrò dé tí ó dẹ̀ mọ̀ pọ́pọlọ òun yòrò tí ó mọ̀ pé ọpọlọ òun ti polúkúrú musu tí wọ́n ní àwọn Fúlàní lọ báǹkì wọ́n máa ń di owó sápò káàkiri ni kóhun sì máa ń lọ níjọ́ kan bí tán ti ń da màálù lọ kóhun wá jábọ́ kóhun wá he subhanallah ẹ bá yọ ayé ó tọ̀hún ó ti dojú bolẹ̀. Ìwọ ń retí àti hewó Fúlàní tí wọ́n gbàdúrà kó wọ́n sọwọ́ nù kí Fúlàní he. That is an irresponsible life. Irresponsible life. Àwọn tó máa ń ta sógúndógójì that recently moved from CBEX to sickbed. Bí a ṣe nìkan wọ́n ní from CBEX to sickbed. Àwọn tó ń wá sógúndógójì káàkiri. Bọ́n ṣe máa gbá wọnú típè láyé fún ẹ ìjọ tó bá tó learn tó bá tó embrace reality tó bá tó change the perspective wọn ìjọ yẹn ni wọn ò tó ní gbá wọn mọ́. ṣebí síbẹ̀sẹ̀sẹ̀ lọ ni àwọn kan tó ti ń pò mí lọ́wọ́ báyìí tó tún gbé jáde ní next month fún wọn wọ́n sì tún dáwó sí nítorí pé ẹ̀mí ọ̀lẹ tí ń bẹ lọ́kàn wọn ò tí ì há dànù ẹ̀mí ìgbéraga wọn ò fẹ́ kí wọ́n rá wọn páwọn ń ṣe iṣẹ́ ẹ̀gbin kan. There was a time ẹnìkan tí mo mọ̀ pé òun gan ó ń struggle ní ara àyà ń bẹ lára rẹ̀ ó ti ní family kò rówó jẹun gidi tọ́jú family rẹ̀ èmi tẹ́mi wá ń gbìyànjú tí mo ń struggle tí mo ń ta product mi káàkiri tí mo ń build network marketing so mo máa ń gbé báàgì káàkiri báàgì laptop mo máa ń gbé káàkiri gbogbo ìgbà tí mo máa ń kó product sí ó wá ń sọ̀rọ̀ ọjọ́ kan ó rò pé nǹkan gidi kan lòun sọ ni bó rò pé òun yìn mí ni ó wá ní mo tẹ credit Mr. Ango mo tẹ credit wọn gan tòun tí wọ́n ṣe jẹ́ graduate tó wọ́n sì tún máa gbé báàgì káàkiri ẹ dákun ṣé èébú ni ṣé ẹ̀gbin ni kéèyàn máa gbé báàgì káàkiri ni ṣé n tí ò dá ni kéèyàn máa gbé báàgì káàkiri ni nígbà tí ń jẹ́rí èèyàn síbẹ̀ ṣé bí product tí mò ń tà ní táwọn bá dẹ̀ lò wọ́n lálàáfíà wọ́n ṣàdúrà fún mi o wọn ò ṣàdúrà fún mi o àdúrà máa bá mi gbogbo àwọn tí mo bá fún product tó ń lò tó ń lálàáfíà tí mo ràn wọ́n lọ́wọ́ ọwọ́ ni wọ́n tẹ̀ credit wọn graduate ni wọ́n fa wọ́n sì tún máa wá gbé báàgì káàkiri ní sọ fún pé mò ń kiri oògùn káàkiri nìyẹn kéèyàn máa kiri oògùn sókò wá dájú kó máa so oògùn kiri. Unrealistic perspective wọn ò fẹ́ ṣe kí wọ́n tó jẹ wọ́n máa rori pé kí làwọn èèyàn ó wí nípa mi kí làwọn èèyàn ó sọ nípa mi gbogbo ẹni tí bá ń retí kí lára yóò wí kí lára yóò sọ irú ẹni bí ó lè ṣàṣeyọrí láéláé. Instead of asking why things happen, ask how things works. Àwọn kan mọ̀ pé network marketing ń ṣiṣẹ́. Wọ́n mọ̀ pé network marketing change life fún yàn. Wọ́n rí life mi, wọ́n mọ̀ bí mo ṣe rí tẹ́lẹ̀, wọ́n mọ̀ pé life mi change. Wọ́n máa ṣe Wallahi Ango try fa ìtẹ̀ mọ́ bí ṣe ń ṣe kíní rẹ̀ ń Ọlọ́run lọ́mọ bẹ́ẹ̀ ṣe ń ṣe kíní yún. Àti kóyànjó rọrùn fa ẹnìyẹn ń sọ jáde lẹ́nu rẹ̀ wípé àti kóyànjó rọrùn ó sì mọ̀ pé mi ń kóyànjó èmi sì ń rí i ṣe ọ wá béèrè pé dákun kọ́ mi bó ló ṣe ń ṣe ọmọ paralé rẹ̀ ń ṣe ó ń rí i ṣe ó lè béèrè pé dákun kọ́ mi. You cannot be humble to learn. Ìgbéraga yìí náà ìgbéraga yìí náà. Do you know how they start to cover their inadequacy, their poverty? Wọn ò lówó lọ́wọ́ o ebi ń pa wọn o bọ̀ wọn ò ṣòro dámọ̀ àwọn ni wọ́n máa ru aṣọ tí wọ́n kẹ́gẹ́ sí jù fìlà tó dán tangaran fìlà 50,000 fìlà 100,000 ni wọ́n máa dé sórí aago 150,000 naira ọgbà cooperative ló fi rà o cooperative bí àṣà àwọn ní kọ̀mẹ́díà kan wọ́n post one episode from bọ̀bọ̀ tó máa lọ gbẹ́nu sí máìkì yìí Oríyọmí Hamzat. Can you imagine kẹ́ lè mọ báwọn olòṣìṣẹ́ máa ń ronú. Ó gba owó àjọ ẹni yìí gba owó àjọ kò wá san kò wá dá àjọ padà mọ́ ó wá sá wọ́n wá ní kí ló dé tẹ́ gbọ́ àjọ tẹ́ gbàjọ tẹ́ sá Ọlọ́run ọ̀sá òun yẹra ni òun ọ̀sá òun yẹra ni. Bó lẹ́sẹ̀ wá náwó àjọ ó ní ní tó ṣẹlẹ̀ ni pé ilé tóun gbé òun fowó àjọ yẹn òun fi kúnlé yẹn ni nítorí pé ibi tóun wà yàrá òun wíńdò rẹ̀ bọ́ síta àwọn èèyàn máa wá fi léhun júwe wọ́n máa sọ pé tó bá ti débi oríta bí ilé tí wọn ò kún yẹn wà wá yà sápọ̀ ọ̀tún oníṣòwò náà lòun ọ̀fẹ́ tóun fi fowó àjọ tóun fi kúnlé ṣé ìwọ ló ní ilé ni ó ní rárá ṣé láńlọ́ọ̀dù wá mọ̀ sí ó ní rárá láńlọ́ọ̀dù ọ̀mọ̀ sí ẹ̀rí pórí rẹ̀ ti kú. Ó gbowó àjọ owó olówó owó onírú owó aláta oko kàkà kó fi ṣe business ó wá lọ fi kúnlé ìfi yan kò fẹ́ kó máa fi lé àwọn júwe pé ilé tí wọn ò kún yẹn orí tóun bá wà nínú ilé òun máa ń gbọ́ àwọn èèyàn nínú láti window wọ́n máa fi lé òun júwe ilé tóun gbé wọ́n máa fi júwe pé táwa débi ilé tí wọn ò kún yẹn wọ́n wá yà sápọ̀ ọ̀tún ló ti lọ fowó olówó kúnlé kò wá rówó ìdá padà ó wá sápò olùlù kan tó wá rí gbámú wọ́n wá rí kí ló dé tó ọ̀sán lọ́wọ́ ọ̀sá òun yẹra ni. Victim mentality, nonsense mentality, poor mentality. Nínú tí ń pa àwọn èèyàn wájú òun ni kí lára yóò wí kí lára yóò sọ wọ́n mọ̀ rò pé yà ń jẹ mí ni tí mo bá ń ṣe business tí mo bá lọ invite àwọn èèyàn tí mo bá lọ sọ fún wọn pé kí wọ́n wá sí business lunch mi wọ́n rò pé bóyá ó ti burú fọ́ta òun ni. Ìgbéraga náà làwọn ènìyàn máa jẹ ìgbéraga títí tí wọ́n fi wọ sàréè tí wọ́n fi kú tí wọ́n fi gbé baton of poverty lé àwọn ọmọ ọlọ́ba yìí ìgbéraga yìí náà ni. That is why humility is number one. Humbleness is number one. Gbogbo ẹni tó bá ti ní ìgbéraga sẹ́ ayé rẹ̀ ti bàjẹ́. Pride ẹni tó bá ti ní ìgbéraga ẹ ní láti ṣépè fún mọ́ o kò ní ìkan yẹn ṣépè fún tó bá ṣe kíní kan fún yín tí ò dáa ẹ má ṣépè fún èpè tí ń bẹ lára rẹ̀ ìgbéraga yẹn ni ó ba yé ẹ̀ jẹ́ ẹ gbọ́ tó ní ìgbéraga ló ń síwájú ìparun ààrẹ rẹ̀ ó padà parun ni ìgbéraga nítorí kẹ́yìn sá fún jù láyé ìgbéraga ni. Ṣàítánì Iblis tó wà ní kọ́rídọ̀ Ọlọ́run tó súnmọ́ Ọlọ́run dáadáa tọ́lọ́run gbé sípò pé tó ga kí lọ́lọ́run bá fi jábọ́ tó fi sọ́dẹni tí wọ́n ń ṣẹ́bi lójoojúmọ́ ìgbéraga ni. Ìgbéraga ọ̀fẹ́ káwọn èèyàn mọ̀ lólówó ọ̀hún wago tó wọ́n ọ̀hún dẹ̀ àkáǹtì ọyọ̀ kan ló sì ń gbé káàkiri nínú bísíǹsì ta ní ń tago yẹn tí ó fi expand business yẹn. Ọmọ rẹ̀ wà ní school kò tí ì graduate o níṣẹ́ tó fẹ́ gbé fún kò níṣẹ́ kankan lọ́wọ́ ọmọ rẹ̀ wà ń ṣe yahoo lójú ayé rẹ̀ orí páyé rẹ̀ ti ń bàjẹ́ lójú ayé rẹ̀. Instead of registering that child in this business and be training him be mentoring him ọmọ wa ń ṣe yahoo àbọ̀ máa ń ra fóònù wálé ó ń wọṣọ gidi ọ̀ọ́dẹ̀ lè béèrè òbí mi ń bẹ ọmọ wọn máa ń ra nǹkan wọn ò tẹ́rù tí ń béèrè pé mo lo ti rówó. They will now pretend as if they did not even notice that new thing in that their child's life. Tọ́mọ mi bá ṣe kíní kan tuntun máa bẹ̀rẹ̀ pé mo ló ti rówó. So please gbogbo nǹkan tá ń gbọ́ yìí ẹ jẹ́ ká bẹ̀rẹ̀ sí máa mú lò. Let us stop living unrealistic life of cheap life. Nothing good comes easy. Gbogbo ẹni tí ó bá jẹ yóò kọ́kọ́ ṣe ni kò sówó ọ̀fẹ́ níbi kankan. There is no free food anywhere, even in Freetown. In Freetown, there is no free food. Learn to be hardworking. There is dignity in labor. Mo ti sọ story bàbá kan rí, community leader ni. Ó tún wá jẹ́ an active member of àwọn police community whatever relationship yẹn. Wọ́n gbé walking talkie fún. Ó ní nọ́mbà commissioner lọ́wọ́. Ó lè radio commissioner of police at any point in time. Àwọn ará àdúgbò rọ̀ respect ẹ̀. Àwọn ọ̀dọ́ àdúgbò mọ̀ dáadáa. Ó wá register sí business. Àwọn ní kó gather àwọn ọ̀dọ́ àdúgbò rẹ̀. Àwọn ọ̀dọ́ tó mú gbó káàkiri. I got to hear another one yesterday pé ọ̀pọ̀lọpọ̀ àwọn ọ̀dọ́ wa ṣebí tẹ́lẹ̀ igbó lásán ni wọ́n mú káàkiri ládùúgbò. Gbogbo àwọn rádaràdà tí wọ́n mú yẹn wọ́n mú codeine wọ́n mú gbó wọ́n mú sálángá wọ́n tún pè kan ní loud yàtọ̀ sí yẹn nísìnyí tẹ́tẹ́ ni wọ́n tún ta. Tẹ́tẹ́ tí wọ́n ń ta kìí ṣe tẹ́tẹ́ à ń wọ bet naija shop káàkiri o orí fóònù wọ́n ti ń ta tẹ́tẹ́. Orí fóònù. Do you know that most application banks wọ́n ní tẹ́tẹ́ nínú? Tẹ́ pé láti inú àkáǹtì ẹ̀ wọ́n ti mọ owó láti mọ fi ta tẹ́tẹ́ báyìí. So àwọn èèyàn wá ní yàtọ̀ sí pé application bank àwọn èèyàn ní full-fledged app tí wọ́n fi ń ṣe betting on football. Wọ́n láwọn ọ̀dọ́ àdúgbò wọ́n ní wọ́n wà níwájú ìta káàkiri títí di aago 12 òru aago 1 òru wọ́n máa ta tẹ́tẹ́ pẹ̀lú fóònù wọn. Ìmí ó jẹ nínú yó ra fóònù tuntun yó ra sọ yó mọ yọra tó bá tún yá yóò tún lose gbogbo ẹ̀ padà. Let us be responsible for our life. Let us be responsible for our children. Let us be responsible for our success. Stop waiting for government. Stop blaming. Tẹ́yẹ̀ bá ti ń blame ẹnìkan fún ọ̀rọ̀ gbèsè ayé rẹ̀, ó máa ń incapacitate èèyàn ni, ó máa ń render èèyàn useless ni. Ẹni tó àwọn ò ní lè ronú actively. Ó máa ń pa creativity ni. The reason why some people have never grown today is because they are playing victim mentality. They are not taking responsibility for their life. They are too proud and they cannot face reality. Those are the first 3 codes I've just given you. Number 1, embrace humility. Number 2, accept, face the reality of life. And number 3 is to accept responsibility. With this, I'm going to round up here for today. Thank you. God bless you. Over to you, my powerful coordinator. Now, this is the announcement. This is the announcement. I remember saying I'm going to share a good news for you today. This is the announcement. You know, before now, ọ̀fẹ́ la máa ń ṣe BOM wa every day. Ọ̀fẹ́ la máa ń ṣe BOM. Kódà big event, ọ̀fẹ́ la máa ń ṣe fáwọn prospect. Àwa la máa ń charge ara wa. Office tá ń lò fún business is not free. We are paying rent. Gbogbo gadget, everything tá ń lò níbẹ̀ yẹn, owó la fi kó jọ, owó la fi maintain yẹn. Somebody somewhere, some people somewhere are paying the price for all of those things that you are enjoying. But the economy in Nigeria change. Think kan gbówó lórí gan. Kàkà tí business of you are cool. We imbibe one of the trainings that we got from this here. I want to change the strategy. We started taxing people to pay little. We are charging people as low as 500 naira to attend presentation. Both in-house BOM, experience meeting, and bigger event, we charge 1,000. That is how we adjusted. But when to adjust, yama journey, think about it change. Tell your party adjust yama journey. So, but we still have some people that way up till now, mindset change. It's just a reality. It makes sense. In order for our business not to crash. Ta ba le ṣe àwọn nǹkan tó yẹ ká ṣe. Ta fi ní solid business. Ta ba le ṣe, my business is turning here. I know me. They still have not embraced that reality, that it is normal with the current economic dispensation for us to charge people to pay little token. Ibo ni wọ́n ti máa ń ṣe seminar. Ben yo ṣe dolówó, ben yo ṣe dolọ́rọ̀. 2-hour seminar, quality seminar, 3 hours or more. Tó máa ń charge àwọn èèyàn ní 500 naira. Be 10,000, 20,000, 50,000, no, àwọn èèyàn máa ń gbà. But we are just charging that little just to help ourselves. Despite that, some people are still complaining that àwọn kan ò lówó tí wọ́n lè fi even attend the seminar of 500 last one. So here is the good news. Are you ready for the good news? Are you ready for the good news? If you are ready for the good news, type it on chat box. Type good news. Type good news, good news, good news, good news. The good news is that as from this week, we are open Dream Life International Ilorin Project Center. We are opening it for business on Sundays, and it's going to be free, 100% free. Gbogbo àwọn tó máa fẹ́ ṣe business launch l'office, they are free to come and do business launch in office on Sundays or Feni. Gbogbo àwọn tó máa fẹ́ pe prospect, what our prospect wọn ò ní 500, book them to Sundays or Feni. We have discussed extensively how to coordinate it. The leaders, the various coordinators of various nations already know how to coordinate it. All you need to do is, if you have an office launch or you want to do your business launch at the office, that is what it means. Or you have some prospects, tí wọ́n lágbára àti lè san 500. Tẹ́ pé complain wọ́n pé wọ́n lágbára àti lè san 500 láti wọlé, and you feel if they see the business, they will eventually find way to register. No problem. Book them to Sundays. But make sure you notify your coordinator, your nation's leader. Make sure you notify them so that the various leaders can do the necessary preparation. Any nation, Thomas say home launch, would have taken permission from the office, would have notified the office. Open you on a Wednesday to that Sunday. Want to notify office so that we can make all the adequate preparation down. So now that you have the good news, don't give yourself any excuse again. Àwọn kan tí wọn ò ní nǹkan ṣe tòun ti bí wọ́n ṣe ní orí ọ̀fẹ́ àti máa ṣe bísínẹ́sì lọ́fẹ̀ẹ́ yìí. Àwọn lòmí ọ̀tọ̀ ní Sunday òun náà lòun máa fi ń fọṣọ ọ̀sọ̀ àìdá lágbàfọ̀. Sunday ló fi ń fọ odidi Sunday. A whole about 12 hours tó lè fi ṣe business tó wà fi change ìgbésí ayé rẹ̀ ọ̀sọ̀ àìdá lágbàfọ̀. Sunday òun lòun máa fi ń lọ church. Ta ló ní kó má sin lọ́hùn amúnisìn lọ́hùn? Sunday ọmọ sin lọ́hùn ni. Do you sleep in church? Àbíkọ́ ni Sunday náà lòun máa fi ń lásàlátù pẹ̀lẹ́ o ìyá lásàlátù sọ́yà ni o wá sùn sásàlátù ni. That is how a lot of people give themselves excuses. Àsàlátù nígbà tí wọ́n fi ń ṣe ó ní timing. Sunday service náà ní timing tí wọ́n fi ń ṣe. Don't use that as an excuse. Now you have a free business service on Sundays. And if you care to know, when we started this business newly, we do it back to back every day, including Sundays. We do seminars on Sunday. In fact, Sunday, Sunday, go and try it. And when you respond to Sunday, in this part of the country, and when respond to Sunday, even in Saki, go and do your findings. Ní Saki, táwọn Saki bá fẹ́ ṣe event, wọ́n fẹ́ rérò, Sunday ni wọ́n máa ń fi sí. In Muslim-dominated areas, when you put event on Sunday, you get results. And there will be 2 sessions. As a morning session, fáwọn tí wọ́n lọ church service, àwọn tí wọ́n ní ráyè lọ́sàn-án, one wà ní morning service. Àwọn tí wọ́n ní ráyè láàárọ̀, àwọn wà sí afternoon service. So there is morning BOM and afternoon BOM. 2 sessions, 10 a.m. and 2 p.m. So kí lẹ excuse rẹ? Excuse wo lẹ tún ní? Téèyàn ẹni tí ò bá tí tó gèlè tèémí fìn. Téèyàn bá tí ìjókòó èèyàn ń nasẹ̀. Ìwọ tó ò tí ìdóbi tó ń lọ. Wọ́n fẹ́ máa jókòó tẹ́tẹ́rẹ́. Tani ṣe business back to back 24/7 bí ẹsẹ̀ wọ. Wọ́n ní Sunday ni wọ́n fi ń fọṣọ. Sunday ni wọ́n máa fi ń sùn. Orun tó sùn nínú sàréè tí ó sùn ọ. Fi àsìkò rẹ ṣiṣẹ́ tí wàá fi lè rí dáadáa ṣe, tí wàá fi ríṣẹ́ ládàá ṣe, tí ó máa bá ẹ nínú sàréè. Má fàsìkò rẹ sùn. Má fi Saturday wo fíìmù. Ẹlòmíì tí wọ́n dé lòun máa fi ń ṣẹ́jú iṣẹ́ ilé tí ń ṣe múfì ni o, ó máa fi ń wòran ni o. Ọlọ́run ní ṣe tiwa bẹ́ẹ̀. So that is the good news. So if you are interested in launching your business or you want to invite people, just notify your leader. Make sure your leader is aware because they are the one who is going to prepare. Àwọn la máa hand over office lé lórí Sunday. Okay? Those of you who have been participating on our ongoing training, congratulations to you all. Congratulations. Our training continues today. Our ongoing speaker bureau audition continues today. Those of you who have not registered for our team building workshop, make sure you register between today and tomorrow. Tomorrow is the last day that we gave for registering for team building. So make sure you register. Thank you all. God bless you.